Did I move? Why is that not as focused on my face as it was before?
I like how the first thing that shows up for Blarp Gaming is Blarp Gaming, and then underneath Blarp Gaming, I am bread.
Is it Rob Dell or is it just some random I am bread video?
I have no, you know what?
Because that would honestly be funnier if it was just some random person playing I am bread.
It doesn't even show up. It just shows your last playthrough of Madison.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it shows red beard, and then it's spelled wrong. It says I am beard. What the fuck?
Interesting.
And then it says Spider-Man VR takes the cake, and it's Diva from Overwatch with cake.
All right. Well, I officially got the notification. So, what's happening, gamers? Welcome to Blood Gaming, where we are, no matter how long it takes, finishing Madison. I also have my Back to the Future shirt because it's Back to the Future Day. I don't know if that's technically a date, but it's the day that Marty McFly and Doc Brown did the test of the DeLorean. Fun little. Oh shit! I can't see the thing. Give me a second. Let's turn off the camera for a second. Okay, story, load game. Alright, cool. Turn the camera back on. Put it right there. We are 78% of the way done with this, so that should mean an hour, which is a regular stream.
I am excited.
Playing with my mind.
Time to go into the elevator. Also, in case you can't hear, Zane's on the other line with us.
Hey, y'all, what up, y'all?
Zane and Rob Dell, although I don't know if he's close enough to be heard.
My name is Rob. I don't know why I gave him a lighter voice. It's just...
What? Hey everybody, it's me, Rob Dell. I feel like you can tell I'm immediately drunk by how hard I'm laughing at our own jokes.
Oh yeah, I am currently mixing blackberry white claw with strawberry soju.
Also, I was not paying attention, but there's a narrator talking about victims.
What do they stand for? Are they victiming, or are they victims themselves of victims?
I wonder what these numbers are for. They're for counting, Luca.
They're for, getting them. You know what I mean?
I also...
You know what I mean?
I also just realized I have a candle burning right now, and the way that it's flickering kind of fucks with the camera a bit.
Enhance.
Zoom and enhance.
Zoom enhance. Zoomies.
Christian Smith. The fuck is your name?
ChristianMingle.com.
Robert Hale. Were you married to Madison Hale?
I don't know. Check the forecast.
I think that's a stupider joke than the one that I made.
Oh, no.
I made a joke when I found out her last name was Hale of more like Madison Hale. No.
You thought it was a stupid joke? I thought it was funny in a joke, man. I thought my joke was super funny.
Man, why do you sound like Boomhauer, man?
Oh, dang, oh.
Oh, I can just go to any floor. Okay. What's in floor 2? Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Don't
You know
like.
it's gonna be a good time when the lights keep flickering.
Don't like the lights flickering. Nor do I like.
Right behind you.
Okay. It sounds like something is moving. What the fuck do you mean, Luca?
It's the gorilla from Planet X.
The one.
Yep, the one gorilla. Planet X.
Judith Hale. Okay. Memory of J.J. Spencer. Are you related to Oswell E. Spencer?
Whoa, man.
Christian Pittner? So the other game that I've been playing on weekends, for streams, is Soma. I don't like you.
Oh, you don't like it?
No, I'm fine with Soma. I didn't like that. But, there's... part of the plot is that, these people were trying to send basically like a colony into space called the Ark. And I was like, so are you saying in this universe, they have a space colony called the Ark, and Shadow the Hedgehog was created on the space colony Ark? Is Soma in the Sonic the Hedgehog universe?
Sonic Soma crossover confirmed.
Am I supposed to be like taking pictures of shit or something? Like, oh, well, that did a thing. When the room shakes like that, that usually means you did good.
You did good, son.
Is there a hole in that wall?
You took those pictures.
Oh God, what's gonna be in this hole?
Break the wall with something.
Maybe I can break the wall with something? With what? A crowbar? A concrete block? No. 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 Okay.
Nice.
I don't have anything in my inventory at the moment that would help me.
That is, that is a problem that a lot of us face in life.
Which is fine. I'll probably pick something up. Or it's a hammer. Alfred Miller. A son, a brother, a father, a friend. God bless. Wow, that's a nice life. 89 years? Good for him.
Too bad it was tragically shortened by the blade.
By death.
By death.
Alright.
By death and his battle way.
Let's go to... What?
By death and his battle way.
That's what I thought you said. Hey, there was a red card there. Hang on a second.
Dude, you did not realize how excited I got when you showed me that Dino Crisis is now available for the PS5.
Oh, I fucked it up. Go back up to 4. Yeah, no, I knew you would be excited.
Dude, I cannot wait.
You. I got you, you bitch. I got a red card.
You show that colored card.
Look at that picture. It's all red now.
Whoa. It's like a red square from James Silent Hill 2.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Is that the Kevin Smith movie that he wanted to make called J instead of James? It's J in Silent Hill. Whatever, man. I tried.
Well, it took me a second because I'm also trying to figure out... Oh, shit.
What is it?
The picture shows a name that's not there on the wall.
Oh, Santa Claus. dog shit.
George Brown, 1975. Oh, he was lived in or born. He lived. He was lived in 1930
He
something.
was lived 1975. He was lived that.
No, 1930 something. I still don't have anything to break you, but you got pictures of the Virgin Mary all over you.
Use your fist.
I don't want to use my head.
Test.
You remember that scene from Toy Story 2?
Oh, that's
Cool.
Oh yeah, Rex said, I don't want to use my head.
Glad that landed totally.
Yeah, I got it. What are we talking about? You.
What about me?
What about us?
There are no numbers on
That
this
is
one.
so appealing that we take pictures of scary stuff. What's that?
I don't have a reflection. Wait. Oh wait, is that?
Vampire?
Oh shit. Okay. Oh, well, I thought that would do something, but it did not. What if I do it here?
I feel like there would.
It didn't do anything there. What if I take a picture here? No? Okie doke. What if I look through you? I don't trust this.
It's just an empty chasm of nothingness.
I mean, not of nothingness, of a voice that's saying you over and over.
Oh, they're just golly. Oh. Like getting that torch in Act 2 of Baldur's Gate 3.
Okay, well, I didn't pick anything up that would add to my inventory.
Why do you look so greasy?
Because I've been through some shit, man.
There's a grease. There's a lot of grease.
Okay. Let's go back down to the ground floor, I guess.
Yes.
And let's see. Okay.
So how did you get into this situation?
I'm
Curious.
I was in a church, and then I left the church and walked through a wall that got me into an elevator. I don't know why the elevator stopped. I have my camera. I'll fucking take a picture of you, bitch.
Americans said that picture being taken was so. So if you feel like you got a junction buster, you best come at me with everything.
Okay.
This Kodak do not lie.
Yeah. Hi, bitch.
Wow, it's a nice little couch like that. Holy moly.
Yeah. I had a feeling she was going to be there. So I think I need to grab the hammer, which
That would
is
be my first incentive,
where
is to
again?
like carry a weapon of some kind.
It's not a. I don't have a weapon. My biggest weapon, quote unquote, is the camera.
Your massive schlong.
But I think the hammer will probably break the wall.
Whoa. Oh, a cassette and a hammer. Oh, multiple cassettes. So retro. This game's like really making me feel my age.
The fuck does that mean?
I don't know. I didn't grow up with cassettes.
And I believe I
Really, that's
got
not true.
you.
My father, he was at a job, where he had a big work truck and had a micro cassette.
Gosh.
So I'm a filthy fucking liar. I'm a
Yeah,
filthy, stupid,
so this is Grandma and Grandpa's house. My father is pissed at me and possibly trying to kill me.
You know, it's just an average story arc of any teenager.
And so to get away from him, I snuck through like a door or a hole in the wall or something that led to Grandma and Grandpa's house. And it turns out the reason my dad is trying to kill me is, and says that I'm not his son anymore, is because I'm being possessed by a spirit named Madison. Because this camera used to belong to her, and she did some fucked up shit. And her spirit is trying to do a ritual that will switch, or will, like, take over my body fully. Or switch bodies, or something like that. And the weirdest part about that is... Okay, I can't find it. I wasn't sure if there was like an objective button. But my last objective was finish the ritual. And I was like, don't I want to not finish the ritual?
Oh my gosh, he's simping for the ghost that's possessed him. Can you get F in the chat for the simp that simp over the ghost lady?
His name is Luca. Oh, you're spinning every time I do that.
Yeah.
Why do you spin?
Because it's called meatspin.org.
So I'm on floor number 2. Yes. So maybe this should be pointed at 2. Okay. Do that one. That makes it go that way. And so do this one again. Okay. It didn't do the thing that I thought it was going to do. That takes it to 1. So then if I do that, it'll take it to 3. If I do that, it'll take it to 4. So what if I do that? Nothing. What if I do that? Oh, hey, there's a red card. Hello, red card. Okay.
Red card.
Let's go back down to 1.
Red card saved me.
What does the one at 1 say? Because 1 doesn't change. That do look like a big fat 1. So 1, 4, 3, and 2. If you're going counterclockwise. Oh, it does change! Well, fuck!
Is this good progression, or is this like I'm heading off this?
I don't know yet. So that takes it to
man that doesn't
2. That takes it to 3. That takes it to 4. What does that mean for me? What if we... What if... You're 2. You're 2. Okay. So what if we leave it at 4? Make 1 4. Let's make, I don't know, 2 3, and 3 2, and then 4 1.
Are there any highlighting in this game?
Anyway.
Highlighting. What
do you change it to? You change it to 1. You change it to 4. So you change it to 3. Okay, and let's make 3 2, I guess. I don't like how much the lights are flickering in here.
It's you, they have to.
Let's make 3 2. 3 is already 2. Awesome. Also, can I break you with the hammer? I can! Look at that! Look at me! I may be drunk, but I'm still smart.
Yay! I have a finger.
Drake Fletcher. What does that do for me, Drake?
That sounds like the fakest name that ever faked me.
1960 to 1987.
Jay Chloe said 69. You go.
Let's go back down to 2 for a second. When make your debut?
The Penelope?
It's Penelope!
Is it N-L-F-E?
Penelope. She's the cat that I found in the woods. Okay. There's not a wall to break here. So let's go up to 4 and make 4 1, I guess. She's getting a bit fat.
What are the odds of that tattoo design you showed us earlier? You get as a tramp stamp.
Oh, I don't know about a tramp stamp. Hey, 4's already won. Look at me. I don't know about a tramp stamp.
Come on.
I like it on my forearm. It's you can't see that shit, but it's a sigil of love. Why did you shake? Is it because of my sigil of love?
Yes.
Is it because of the Harlem Shake?
It's a Harlem Globetrotter Shake. Yeah.
Lynn Jamie, R.I.P. my love.
Fucking R.I.P. man. R.I.P. that shit, man. Fucking sorry about it.
Is anything different in 5 now? Now that I made 1 4, 4 5, 2 3, and 3 2.
That's so confusing. I can't even begin to understand what that's supposed to entitle. Ooh, spooky scary.
There are holes. So if I have every hole facing some way, so my first instinct was take a picture of the pole and maybe it'll tell me like what number has to be in. Whoa! The picture doesn't even show the fucking pole, dude.
Dude, phantom pole.
So, okay. So you are currently at 4. So I need to move you 1 clockwise. No, that would just be 1.
Maybe.
And you're at 3. Yeah, so that's you. Okay, so if I turn you 1 counterclockwise, make you 3, make you 4, make you 1. So 3, 4, 1, and 2. 3412? Let's try it.
Well,
3412. I was expecting that. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting something, I should say.
yeah, expecting anything to happen. Not necessarily bad, but anything to happen.
Definitely a thing. What did I say? 3412? That sounds right. Okay, that just took you to 4. That took you to 2. 3. Is that what I said? 3412?
I'll be honest with you, brother.
Well, 3412 is what I'm doing now.
You just said it.
So 3412. 3412. What did that change you to? That changed you to 1. You need to be 4. That's still not 4. You need to be 4. Okay. 3412. 3412. 3412.
The third victim was a 27-year-old man. Madison hit his head with a sharp object repeatedly.
You know what also I just realized? The narration is probably some sort of hint. And I have not been listening at all to the narration. So I'm gonna stick with 3412. No, not 4. Fuck. Wait, yes, 4. Yes. 3, 4. That was 1, and then 2. What is 3412? The holes, I think, if I'm looking at them correctly, the holes correspond to the number of the floor that they're on. And so I think I have to have all of them facing the same way in general, but I think I have to have them all facing the mirror, all the holes. So, like, that's 2, so the 4 is on that side, and so the hole will be on that side on floor 5, which would be facing the mirror.
I like the latency of the stream. They're just watching you physically demonstrate where the hole is after each other.
Why are you facing me? Why is that hole facing me? Why? What? Hold on. Okay, so I got these 2 right for my goal. But why then? Okay, so I need to turn you completely around, which means you're at 2. I can't make you 4. Unless... No, that doesn't make sense. What do you correspond to? So if you're facing this way, that means that you're 2, but I can't make you face that way if you're 2, because it can't do the thing. You know what I mean. The floor that you're on, it can't, the totem thing won't point to that number forward in any combination. So if I go to floor 4, the little dial thing that has the 1, 2, 3, 4, it will not face 4. But if this is floor 4, then that's what I need it to face. Unless you correspond to a different floor. Like if you correspond to floor 3 and you correspond to floor 4. Or... I'm gonna just change floor 4 and see which one changes. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's great. I love I love just the change. Not necessarily from you to narration, but just like us talking about that, and then the first thing I hear, Madison stabbed her on her own front porch. Okay, what changed? No, you are the top one. Okay. So you correspond to floor 4, and you're now on that side, which does mean that you're 4.
No, I didn't ruin your porch. Well, if I ruined my porch, you improve with some stuff.
Okay, so what if I turn this to... So it turned from here to there, which means it definitely is... Wait, okay. 4, 3, 1, 2 is what I said. So this was 2, and then it turned to 1, which would turn that way, but instead it turned that way.
I could not be more lost.
I'm just gonna change floor 4 to 3.
Okay.
Victim was a
I'll
35
pretend like I know what you're talking about.
I don't know how to explain it. Otherwise, I would. Are you 3? Yes, you're 3. 4, 3, 4, 4, 3, 1, 2 is the thing that I said. So you, because this was 2 originally, and then I changed it to 1, and it moved that way. And so if I change it to 3, maybe it will face... Yeah, me. Do you face all the way? You do! Awesome! So let's experiment with floor 3. Surely nothing will happen in the elevator while I'm going down multiple floors.
Nope.
Not a thing.
Not a thing, man.
Okay, cool.
Baby.
What do you change to if I do that? Okay, you're still 1. 4, 3.
I'm accidentally.
So, floor 1 is at 4. Floor 2 is at 3. Floor 4... What did I change 4 to? Did I change that to 2? No. Maybe 1. Did I change you to 1? What did I change you to? Because I assume just each number is once. No, that's a 3.
I feel like it's gonna be me when I get to the hospital portion of Silent Hill 2.
So let's see. I changed it from 1 to something else. Let's see how that affects the thing. Okay, they're all 4 facing this way. But taking a picture just did nothing. Okay. Oh, cool. That was right. I'm really glad to hear that. Because again, I can't fully explain my thought process, but it was right. Oh, I have a key.
Oh, the alcohol.
Dude, I'm smart when I'm an alcoholic.
Sure ones have never been spoken like my feathered friend.
I don't have feathers. So, I also just realized, oh fuck, I gotta go down to the ground floor, and this is where shit gets weird, when I go down multiple levels. But I also just realized, I don't think I explained the tattoo. Because I tried to show it, and I just went, you can't see that. I went back to the game.
Yep.
It's a sigil of love. So it's an L inside of an O with a V that connects the O and the L to make it E. And I'm gonna put that as it's a temporary right now of my own design. And I'm gonna make it a permanent, probably around Christmas time. Because I really love this.
Yeah, I think it looks good. I really think it looks good.
And like Bobby said, yes, I did have this design idea before we were filming as well, and I showed him the drawing that I made of it.
Ooh. Do you have any tattoo parlors you're going to be looking into?
I do. I've been asking around a little bit. Oh, he's still saying you.
God damn it, leave us alone!
I just realized that. Oh, and this is different now. I think. Does it say Linda Carter? It does. It says Linda Carter. She played Wonder Woman. I assume this key is for my grandpa's... I think this is grandpa's bedroom, which is just this door right here.
It smells like bourbon and quartz.
Oh, this key is not for this door.
Yeah.
No, bitch. That's a surprise. Ooh, but a loading icon, or autosave icon rather. That means I'm heading in the right direction.
This freaking noob right here just thought it was a loading icon.
Oh, clock key. Okay. Can I go back into the basement and turn the power back on?
Seems like every horror game we play has a sort of Jurassic Park situation. Oh yeah, power's out. Gotta go down 50 billion flights of stairs just to turn it back on. Why?
Cool.
Why?
But yeah, I've been asking a couple friends, and I was gonna ask you too. Oh, the door with the clock on is probably the door with the clock key. Just like recommendations of tattoo parlors and stuff.
Yes.
My best lead so far is a place in Niles called 3 Shades of Black. My friend says he gets all his tattoos there, and they charge by the design, not by the hour.
Thing is feeding off of me.
Yeah. There is one. It's in Coloma.
What the fuck does this even
probably
mean?
be a bit of a drive for you. I don't know.
The house is full of clocks.
Michigan, Indiana border. So,
Sorry.
yep. As soon as I saw TikTok, I was like, "He's singing Kesha."
I am.
It's called Golden Eagle Tattoo.
Golden Eagle?
It's in Coloma.
Cool.
Grandpa
Yeah.
used to work.
Probably about 40 minutes from my place.
Okay.
Yeah. But everybody there is really cool. And exactly what you said, with what your friend said, they charge by the design, not the hour, which seems really weird for a tattoo parlor to do. Because every tattoo parlor I've been to,
Yeah, but for my wallet, that's kind of necessary. Because, like, almost every place around here has a minimum of 150. And I'm like, it's such a simple tattoo, though. Like, I don't think it would be worth 150.
I'll pay for that shit. My boy's getting inked up, boy. Getting inked up.
Mm.
You're gonna pull up to the bar and be like, a bunch of these bikers are just gonna like cower in fear, and you'd be like, fucking take a picture of that.
The picture it'll last longer.
Stream.
Hmm.
Okay.
So I need something to put on all these clocks. If only I had some sort of clock ring.
Man, if only you had the time to do that. Dude. Hey, I'm here for a reason. Right?
No, I'm laughing at clock ring.
Oh, clock ring.
Because it's so stupid.
Oh man, if only I had a clock ring to fit on some of these clocks.
If only I had something sharp. All I have is this knife.
Yeah, all I have is this knife.
Also, in the next, so a little behind the scenes for anybody watching. For the next Resident Evil 0 video. Oh, hi! Does that mean this is the right way? Does that mean I'm about to die? Can I? Ooh, ooh, ooh! Bolt cutters! Cut that bitch!
Oh,
Is that all that was fucking in here was a fucking red collectible?
hey man.
I'm a little pissed.
Guess what? New Game Plus.
I'm a little pissed. But so, little behind the scenes action for anybody watching. The next Resident Evil 0 video was recorded like a month ago, if not more.
Really?
And in it, we talk about that bit of, oh, if only I had something sharp, all I have is this knife. and I say in the video, because I was editing it yesterday or the day before, and in the video I say, I know for anybody watching that was only like 2 episodes ago, but it's been like a month for us now, and I'm just like, well, now it's been like 2.
Yeah, man, we got a lot of irons in the fire. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Get back to doing like recording in person. I had COVID this past week, so I'm starting to feel better.
That's good.
With
That's
that,
good.
thank God. Rob Bell just had surgery, so we're all still healing up pretty much. But I'm thinking sometime soon we get back to my apartment. This time, I think we should go to your apartment and record, because I feel bad every time you drive over here, because I'm just like, oh, but we can go over there, and you're like, no, I'll come.
Well, because like we also have to film like Dead Rising, and we do that on the PC.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. I mean, you want to get technical, I could just bring my PC with me. I don't need internet,
I mean, yeah, that's true.
but that would be it. I have to bring like a two go bag just to fit it all in.
Right.
But I do like streaming, especially Silent Hill 2. Silent Hill 2 remake stream, that's really fun. Dude, I don't know what it is, but when I streamed for 4 hours, I don't know why it was so much fun. Like, I just had a blast just going through shit, which I might have to do another one, because the next 3 segments are going to be pretty grueling. Hello. Hello, Michigan.
The fuck was that, bitch?
You just say that, you hear crying, like, in the distance, like...
He called me a bitch! I should probably listen to the tape that says do not listen, but like... It says do not listen, I'm not gonna listen to it. That's how they got the shit fucked up in the the Evil Dead Rise. Did you ever see that?
Yeah, that's true. No, I don't have any plans to see it because I was not a fan of the remake.
Fair. But the whole thing starts because they find like an old record, I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
And they start playing it, and it's like, this is forbidden, like, spell witchcraft type of shit, blah blah blah. And they just let it continue to play. And I'm like,
Right.
Do you not listen? Ooh, can I use the bolt cutters on you? Have I already? I've already used the bolt cutters on you.
Might be a bit of heresy, but don't really find the first one to be that good either.
Oh, the very first Evil Dead?
Yeah. Not just because of, like, it was like a very anemic budget, or it was like basically homemade. I was just like, no, that's not the case. It's just,
Yeah,
I didn't jive with it.
I'm honestly kind of with you there. I won't lie.
I do love Army of Darkness, though.
I
Probably
watched
my favorite.
the first and second Evil Dead kind of back to back. Because the person I was dating at the time kind of loved it. And
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I'll watch them. And they were fine.
Yeah, yeah.
I have learned that I'm very uncomfortable with rape scenes.
Oh my god, yeah, dude.
And
Shade.
in
yeah.
both of them, there are tree rape scenes.
Yeah, dude. Me and Chase and Robert, this was years ago. We went through like a whole, like, this must have been like a multi-hour conversation about how it's like, for some reason, it's like, it's not needed in aspects of a movie. I feel like it's worse if it's implied. I always tell people that my favorite way to show something to that caliber, like that serious of a situation, just watch a certain cutscene from Outlast 2. There is a situation where the main character's wife was raped. And,
Yeah.
she doesn't say it outright. He's just like, oh my gosh, what happened here? And she's like, I don't want to talk about it. It's just the weight of...
Well, and then all of a sudden she gets pregnant, too, if I remember correctly.
Yes. So, like, I guess you could argue if it's important for the plot, but for certain situations, like the Halloween 2 remake that Rob Zombie did, it's just, it was uncalled for, it was unneeded, like, Wrong Turn, either Wrong Turn or Last House on the Left. I think it's Wrong Turn. There's a lot of it. Especially, and also in Hills Have Eyes remake.
Well,
like, I don't get it.
You know the very funny horror game Big Ben, or Bad Ben, not Big Ben, Bad Ben.
Yes.
I'm in a room full of clocks and I'm talking about Ben. Of course, Big Ben is what slips out.
I just realized that.
But that game, and for those who haven't seen the game, please check out Game Grumps' playthrough of it. It's fucking hilarious. There's a button just for cursing. Like you literally you curse, you press that button and it'll say fuck, god damn it, shit, son of a bitch, ass, something like that. But so it's based off of an independent movie starring the same dude. And so I found it on Tubi TV for free.
Yes, we talked about this before you moved out of your apartment.
Yeah, because I found it in Muncie, and it's got one of the best scenes, one of the best like running sequences I've ever seen in media. Because it's just this dude who, honestly, I don't know how often he runs, but it doesn't feel like often. Just running through the house, and it's like found footage type of shit. So it's like security camera POV. But the second one, I almost had to turn it off at one point because there's a scene, you don't see it at all, but you hear a demon having sex with a woman. And I couldn't. I almost threw up with that scene.
For horror movies like that, like, I feel like they have the mentality of like directors from the early mid-2000s where like every sequence of their movie had to have some obscure like sex scene or some like crazy sex party. What do you mean, man? It's just like, why do we need this? I don't see how this is important.
I hate to do this, but I don't know what I have to do. So I'm looking up a walkthrough.
Nice.
I hate to do it. Why did you close right in front of me?
Oh god.
Why the fuck did you just do that?
Oh no. Oh no. So scary.
Because, okay, the reason I don't know what to do is because it feels like I need to use some sort of item. But I don't have any items that fit the thing, and I don't know where to get any. Because the only items I have in this little safe here are cassettes. And like I said, I could take the cassette that's called Do Not Listen. I don't like how creaky that was. And I can play the Do Not Listen tape.
Right.
But I don't foster.
You're not the one
Oh,
who listens.
I just put the Do Not Listen tape into the tape player and I got a trophy called You Shouldn't Have Listened.
I cannot
No,
anyone.
no.
Not even help.
I'm losing my bike, Grandma.
Losing our minds.
I like how
Losing
the
your
pages in your
minds.
hands, you can see like the circle.
I know.
What the fuck is this game?
Knees?
I know I'm not sick. And
Blue
I
knees.
know I don't have much time left.
The hell are blue knees?
I can feel it breathing right behind
Whoa.
me.
Hey,
This tricky puzzle room not only tests your memory of the layout of Grandpa and Lucas's houses, but pits you up against an onslaught of jump scares as you attempt to navigate the houses to find all the cuckoo clocks needed to complete this puzzle.
Jesus.
Blue knees.
So with the clock key after the elevator puzzle, which I was very proud that I understood that elevator puzzle. Let's make that very clear. I was really proud of that.
Yeah.
You can make your way back to the generator to restore the power. Also did that. Use the clock key to open the clock room door. And then he gets a vision that says tick tock. Not a lot to work with.
Hey,
If you inspect this room, you'll see that there are 4 cuckoo clocks you can interact with, identical to the ones you've seen around Grandpa and Lucas's house. Like the others, these all have 2 clock faces, but one is missing. On the right wall, there's a desk with one of the drawers chained shut. Oh, I could fucking use the bolt cutters on that. Okay, hang on a second. I didn't even think about that. Also, mostly for using, if you're wondering why I'm moving with the camera out sometimes, I move slightly faster when I'm holding the camera for some reason. I assumed that this needed a key, but no, I can just use the bolt cutters. Combination 3 left, 2 something, and something.
that's always a thing.
Okay. Combination 3 left, 12. I assume. Okay. I have not read this far in the walkthrough. I want to make that clear. All I read was use the bolt cutters. So 3 left, 12. Shut the fuck up. Where is that thing?
I like how you've gotten less scared and more irritated by the phantoms that have besieged you.
That's how it happens sometimes. Not
I think that's what gauges a good horror game and a bad horror game.
Where's this thing? Was it in here? It definitely wasn't in there. I don't think it was in here. No, it's not in there. So it's not in there. Where was this? It's just this thing. 3 left, 12 something. I believe if I can find the room. There's so many rooms in this house.
Not to get off topic, it's so weird to like stroke my chin and have it hardly.
I wasn't sure what you were stroking for a second.
Dude.
Yeah, for those listening and watching, Zane shaved fully.
Yeah, Jesus. Yeah, and I'll be getting a straight razor next week, and I think Thursday I will be completely buck bare, so my face will be completely cold.
So I believe that probably goes with another thing I saw that I think said. So yeah, it said that. So 3, I think it's like 3 left, 12 right, 8 left.
I don't remember drawing
Would it
any
be
of
was
these.
what is
Am I
10? What's that mean?
Going insane?
10? I don't know. That's just a clock.
Oh. Hmm. Very
So
interesting indeed. I believe I said that like many, many times when I did my stream of Silent Hill 2.
hell yeah, I remembered it, dude.
Nice.
I'll take
There
you.
go.
I'll read you.
Yay.
John, my son, I am an old man already, and life has passed to all of us. I'm so proud to see the man you've become. So happy to have deeply enjoyed the 2 grandchildren that you gave me, Luca and Chanel. I write this letter so that one day you can understand everything that's going on through my mind right now, and debunk the myth that I'm a crazy old man. God does exist, and just like him, does Satan. All my life I tried hard not to believe, but time has shown me I was profoundly mistaken.
Holy shit.
Your mother was not sick at all, and I couldn't prevent her sad ending from happening. As far-fetched as it sounds, Blue Knees is real. Not a single specialist was able to trace down the cause of her condition, not to mention find treatment to help her fight. I truly wish I could go back in time and tell her, I believe you. I kept trying to contact her for over 15 years. I just wanted to speak with her just one last time. Soon we'll meet again, and I beg her to forgive. Oh, okay. So Grandma got this book for John.
Okay.
I believe it was called Blue Knees. And she started losing her sight and going kind of crazy ever since they bought that book. So at one point there was a note that said Blue Knees is real. And it's because that book brought in some sort of spirit or something like that. And it got to the point where Grandpa, John's father, was convinced that she was just crazy. And like there was a little cutscene where I heard them arguing and yelling at each other about whether or not Blue Knees is real. So this is kind of big news because one, it tells us that Grandma died probably at least 15 years before Grandpa did, assuming he is dead.
Right.
And also that sometime within those 15 years, something happened where he was suddenly like, no, she's right, this is real.
Right.
Soon we'll meet again, and I beg her to forgive me. This loneliness reminds me day after day how hard it gets to live without my most precious and beloved person in the world. At least I can see her face in every room of this huge house. Regarding the book, I tried to burn it, tear it, bury it, but there's no use bothering. It somehow manages to get back. Anyway, I now keep it in my possession under locks and keys. I will not allow history to repeat itself. Thank you for being the son I've always dreamt to have. Love, your dad, Albert Maxwell.
Albert Lester?
Maxwell.
Oh.
I don't know your combination, though.
What is M upside down?
But then that would just be Waxel.
Think about it, there.
Still not
Have you ever
Wesker.
seen what our dad looks like?
But they already revealed Albert Wesker's dad, spoiler alert, in Resident Evil 6. Or his son, not his dad. I'm too drunk.
I agree with you, though. I think that storyline is, like, really great. And the fact that him and
that's interesting.
William Birkin's daughter was with him the whole time.
Oh, yeah,
like,
Sherry.
Yeah, this is fucking cool.
That game honestly deserves a remake. The remake experience.
Oh yeah, I agree 100%. Well, I think 4 was me and my brother were playing it co-op style, and
You were playing 4 or 5?
4. Not what I mean by like 2 people playing at once. Like he would play one level and then I'd play another level.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he like, oh my! I watched all the cutscenes and how everything was mapped out, and I was like, wow, this is really good. Like this is amazing. I played and beaten the original 4
Right.
on PS2, and I'm just like, man, like this is how good remakes are getting. Holy shit! Come on, Capcom, fucking bring back what you need to bring back. Stop pussyfooting around.
I don't know if any of what I'm doing is right, by the way. I'm just
do a mini rant real quick?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna
Capcom,
read a walkthrough
fucking-
probably.
bring back goddamn Dino Crisis. Remember, I was watching a wrestling match one night, and some person had a poster board that said "Remake Dino Crisis, you cowards." And I was like, yes, please do it. I need this in my life. Everybody's playing this one called Dino Crisis Rebirth. It was made by one dude, and it's I like the heart, but it's janky. It's super janky. It was made in Unity or Unreal? I think in Unity 5 or 4. Unity 4.
Green safe. Oh,
Yeah, I'm at Capcom.
okay, cool. Sorry, keep going.
Capcom, bring it back, please. That's the next logical step. Konami's not the spearhead. Bloober Team is, but Konami's okaying everything to be remade for Silent Hill. Capcom's remaking Resident Evil games. Come on, man.
Oh wait, no, green safe. I already opened it. Shut the fuck up. Inside of the safe we find you can click Cuckoo Clock face and note, and now that you have the Cuckoo Clock face, you can begin solving the clock room puzzle. If you use the clock face on any of the cuckoo clocks in the house, it will slot into the empty space. The clock will release the second face from the clock, allowing you to pick it up. To solve the clock room puzzle, you must make each cuckoo clock in the room match the times of the clocks surrounding. Oh.
God, that's definitely not mandatory and clear thought.
Let me use that real quick and grab that, because I might have fucked up a little bit. Because I immediately used the clock face on that clock. Okay, that makes sense. I wasn't paying enough attention to understand that. But that does make some sense.
Oh, dude. I'm so ready to beat Silent Hill 2. There's like 8 endings to the game.
6, 7, 8, 20.
820.
You're 5'10". 5'10". Okay, perfect. 5'10". And you are... I I can't tell which one's bigger, which one's smaller. I think you are 820. Which is perfect. These are 820. And you are 930.
Nice.
You're 1225. And you're 130. Okay. 5, 10. Okay. So, hang on a second. So I need 1225. That's all I need. 1225. Cool.
Nice. 1225.
That did scare me, but also shut the fuck up. What?
It's totally random. How was your trip to New York City? What did you think of New York?
Oh, wow, that's a deep cut. That was like 3 years ago now.
I never got to ask you because I remember T had gone to New York recently, and he was like, "Yeah, it smelled like piss, and a lot of people were yelling."
It didn't smell like piss in the area that I was at. We didn't have any, like, real plans. We just kind of lived in New York for, like, a week. Which was honestly fun. I recommend that. Because I feel like if you have a full itinerary, it just kind of adds unnecessary stress to a vacation.
Right.
So it was nice to just be there, and, you know, we tried some local places and just had fun.
Nice.
You're
Nice.
also not 1225. Where is 1225? You're... Oh, it says what time you are. You're 9:30. You're 9:30. Hang on. Wasn't there another thing that needed 9:30? I thought I had 9:30. But no, New York was a lot of fun. For any... Shut the fuck up! For any...
This is just a random occurrence. Shut the fuck up! I'm trying to tell a story.
Which one? Blaze it. For any... Fuck you. I'm trying to talk! For any longer-term watchers, you know who Andrew is. He was a co-founder of Blarp Gaming. He and I went to New York a few years ago. But yeah, it was like me and Andrew and his, I believe now wife, and one of her best friends went to New York together. And we had no real itinerary or anything really to do. You're also not 1220. Or 1225. But, we got there on like a Sunday, I want to say, and stayed there for a week, just about, over the summer. And on Thursday of that week, there was a comedy show hosted by a guy named Joey Dardano that I follow on TikTok.
Oh, yes.
And so we went to that show, and dude, Joey Dardano is fucking amazing.
Yes.
Um,
When I had TikTok, I remember he had like a compilation of pictures from when he did a comedy show at the NYC. And you were one of those pictures. And I was like,
Was I?
shit. Yeah, yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah. You were. I can't believe it's like flooding back to me now. It's like, holy shit.
But yeah, I followed him on TikTok, and I have been for years at this point. Okay, I also need 6, 7, 8, 45. And so I commented, I watched one of his live streams on TikTok, and I commented like, hey, my friends and I are going to New York next week, and I'm gonna come see the show, the comedy show he was hosting. And I watched him live take a screenshot of that comment, because like you could hear the sound of the screenshot. And he said, "All right, Dare Bear, I hope to see you there." And you know, I was like, "Oh, that's cool." He's got, took a screenshot. He shouted me out. That's great. We get there a week later, and I'm like really nervous to meet him. And I'm like, I kind of want to just say hi and be like, hey, you probably don't remember, but I commented on your live a week or two ago, saying that I wanted to come to the show, and I'm here. I walk up to him. He stops his conversation that he's having with somebody, because he sees me out of the corner of his eye, and goes, Dare Bear, you fucking made it! Gives me a hug, walks me over to another friend of his who's like a professional photographer, and says, get a picture of me and Dare Bear. This is Dare Bear from TikTok. He's fucking awesome. We take a picture together, and he's just talking me up to all of his comedian friends. And it was one of the best experiences of my life. And then we went to the show, had a great time at the show. It was called the Peaches and Cream Show. I don't think they do it anymore. Which also just makes that extra special, because it's like, holy shit, they're not doing it anymore. We went to one of the last ones.
Yeah.
And after the show, because it was behind a bodega in New York, which that also felt great. Just straight up, we're in a New York bodega. And the dude who ran the bodega was super chill. Like, you could go buy drinks, but as the night went on, if you just went into the bodega, he went, hey, let's take a shot of vodka together.
Okay.
And just gave you a free shot of vodka.
Say less, my man. Say less.
But then after the show, they had a party that was just in the same location. Just anybody who wants to stay after the show, we're gonna fucking party. And he, like, danced with all of us. And I was like, dude, this is fucking fire.
That is so cool.
And it sucks because he's going on tour, but I can't make it to when he's in Indiana. And I'm so pissed. You're 640. Are there any more clock heads? I need 12 something and something 25. I'm too drunk to remember which is which. And my drink is empty and has been for a while, and I want to get more. I also have to pee, but I'm live.
You want to take an intermission? I could entertain him for a little bit.
Wait a second. Can I take you? You're a clockhead. Oh, but you're 9 o'clock.
For some reason, are you talking about me on your phone? And I was like, Darren, you have the power to hold me.
You heard it. Oh, I also have the fucking walkthrough open! I completely forgot I have a walkthrough right in front of me! Oh my god! Okay. Make each cuckoo clock in the room match the times of clocks surrounding it. In order to have all the clock faces match, you must use clock faces not only from the cuckoo clocks in the clock room, but also from the clocks found around the house. The times of the clock faces are randomized with every playthrough. To start, put the clock face you found in Grandpa's green safe on the matching clock in the room. Doing so allows you to grab a clock face that does not match any clocks. From here, you must check all the cuckoo clocks in the house for clock faces that match the 3 remaining cuckoo clocks in the clock room. You can find cuckoo clocks in Luca's house, the kitchen, the attic! I have not looked at the attic, and I have not looked at Luca's house, I don't believe. So that's probably where my 2 clock faces are. Where's cuckoo clock? I don't see a fucking cuckoo clock. Do you see? Oh, there's a cuckoo clock. You are 5 o'clock. I don't need you. So that doesn't fucking help me. But let's go to Luca's house. Jesus.
Right in my face the whole time.
It was. That's disappointing. But I was also laughing at, so when I got Callie, I got this little, like, tunnel thing for her to play with, which she never really got into. She hid in it when she first got to me. But other than that, like, she never really played in it or anything. Penelope loves to kind of burrow and stuff. Like, I have found her in a tote bag, just chilling. So I was like, oh, she would probably love the tunnel. So I put the tunnel back together in the living room.
I won't be able to go back.
Oh, I can't go back. So I guess this must be Luca's house, if that's the case. But if this is Luca's house, then I've already looked at that clock face. And it wasn't... Fuck you. It wasn't right. Unless there's a clock in here. I don't see one. But anyway, I put the tunnel up. And I didn't realize Penelope is currently in it.
Oh no.
Or... Yeah, you're looking at the clock. But so Callie was like kind of peeking in it, and then I just heard Penelope hiss through the tunnel.
Damn. Are they getting along? I hope they are.
For the most part.
Okay.
I
remember you were talking about how they were kind of at odds with one another.
Well, so Callie is fine with Penelope. She has been fine since Penelope came. Penelope hates the fact that she's not an only cat.
Oof.
She does not like Callie and hasn't since the moment she walked in.
Oof.
Or rather, since the moment she was carried in a carrier. But Callie finds that fact fucking hilarious. She will chase Penelope just to piss her off.
Oh, poor baby.
And then Penelope will just like growl and hiss, and Callie will walk away like nothing happened. And I'm like, are you fucking serious? Of course, I get the petty cat.
Yeah, dude, I don't mean to throw shade or toot my own horn, but I fucking won the lottery with my 2 cats. Jesus.
Oh, I definitely did too. The fact that they haven't like gotten physical, really, I take that as a win.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Quite frankly.
Our cats are just so mellow, calm. Like, Biggs, she is now starting to come up to people and say hi to them. But like a year ago, she was
Okay,
absolutely
so you're
petrified of people.
the clock over here that I was looking.
Yeah. I am.
Here. Which one is it? Fuck. There's so many clocks in this goddamn house.
People like so many cocks.
So many
Shit.
cocks. This one is not that one. What's in? What's on the one? That's not. Is it you? It is you. Cool.
It's
you.
you.
Here. There's a chair in the way. Goddamn chairs. Fuck up. I assume a jump scare is coming soon.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep, there it is. Well, because I said, like, shut the fuck up or whatever, and then I was like, there's probably a jump scare coming.
Man, they really know what they're talking about. Alcohol is liquid courage.
And then 7:45. You're not 7:45, though. You're 12:25. So I need to find 12:25. And I have yet to find it. And I think I've gone through all of the clocks. Luca's house, which is where I just was, the kitchen, the attic, and outside Grandpa's office. Yeah, I've looked at all the clocks. I don't see it 12:25. Where's Grandpa's office? Grandpa, where's your fucking office at? Because this is... Okay, let's go to Luca's house real quick. Go to Luca's house.
Dude, I can't fucking wait.
You are 9:30.
I'm a time?
Uh-huh.
Oh my god, I didn't know. How long? How long did you know?
What's that? 12:25 is the time I'm looking for. And you are 9:30. You are 4:20 blaze it. Looking 12:25. So that was Luca's house, the kitchen. So here's the attic. I don't believe you're 12:25. You are 12:25. Okay. Well, I feel ashamed now.
Oh, wow.
Because it was the one. Literally right after I said I don't believe you're 12:25, I looked at it and it was 12:25. So I go down here, and before I put this clock head into the clock, Zane, you want to entertain the masses for like 30 seconds while I take a fat piss? Because your boy needs a piss.
I was gonna say, you need a piss and a re-op.
My dick hurts.
Oh, I'll entertain him.
That's how badly I need to piss. Also, there's a charger somewhere here. I'll find it. Yeah, I'll put you right next to the controller. You talk to people for a second.
Okay. Hello, everybody. It is so nice to be with you. I cannot wait to start recording again in person with my boys. Because it's always a fun time. You know, every time we record, it feels less of an obligation, more of a, you know, a hangout, just a traditional hangout session. You know, it doesn't feel like we have to get something out. It always, every time we talk about recording, it always feels like something we crave to do. Something we and I think that's really great when it comes to breaking up the monotony of people who do this for a living. Like, if hopefully by some miraculous chance we do get to make this a career, we'll just treat it like it's an everyday thing. And I think that's what's so special about it, is because that's what it feels like. It doesn't feel like an obligation. It feels like three friends just sitting down, playing a video game, having fun, and that's what I really enjoy about this whole experience. It's always been a blessing to me. I have fun every time we do it.
And you know what? Go ahead and keep talking. I'm gonna refill my drink.
You better. You better. I'm about to get my third cup going, boy. But yeah, I enjoy these moments because they make me feel whole. You know, it's been a rough couple of months for myself and for my fellow boys. But doing something like this, it feels really energizing, inspiring. And like I said before, it doesn't feel like an obligation. It feels, you know, like it is what it is. Like three friends having the best time playing video games and making fart jokes and penis jokes and sex jokes. So that's my spiel. That's my spiel. We do this because we love to do it. It's always like whenever Darren or Robert or I bring up recording, I always get some twinge of excitement because of it. Because it's so fun to do. I love doing it. It's a blast. And to know that there are 73 people out there that enjoy our stuff is it's mind-boggling in a very good way. And I could not thank our fan base enough for the time that they put into watching our stuff. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. All right, what's the ratio? Oh, God. That was terrifying. That was so scary. That was so terrifying. I was like, Darren, there's a stranger in your house.
I don't know where my charger is, dude.
Oh, no. Ow. Ow. There we go. Taking a leg into arms.
I don't know where it went.
Oh, no. I'm sure you'll figure it out.
Probably.
Ow.
I want you to know I heard very little of what you said, and I am too drunk to remember any of it.
I just told the audience, or whoever's watching, either present or future, that I enjoy doing shit like this. It never feels like an obligation whenever we talk about recording.
I found the charger.
It just feels like three friends, like, hey, you wanna...
Oh, yeah. You were talking about how you love it. Yeah.
I love it, because it doesn't feel forced. It just feels, it feels so natural. I love it so much.
The clocks are moving.
I'm starting to feel like war.
Dude, you asked what the ratio was, and I didn't answer yet. It's like half and half. Well, because I poured a little bit of the alcohol in there, and the bottle was almost empty, so I went, I might as well finish the bottle.
I mean, yeah, you can.
And so it brought it to about half of the glass, and then the other half is the mixer.
Yeah, man. I mean, you have to. It's just the moral obligation that you were set to achieve.
Oh shit! Do I have to do it again? Because these are different times now. That's 9:35.
If anybody's interested, while I'm watching my buddy stream this scary game,
9:35.
I'm currently working on a project. Well, I'm very excited to have it out. Yeah.
You're
moving a lot faster than I thought. What are we doing now?
8.
I just saw that the room was flickering, and then all the clocks
17.
stopped, and now they're starting.
I think I have to do what I just did again. You're
Oh, yes, that's what I was talking about before you had to go pee.
9:50.
Dude. Oh. I can't wait to go to Japan. I can't wait to go to Japan and get fucking blitzed next to some fucking office worker on Friday night. Oh.
So, okay.
They're gonna look at me,
3.
and I'm gonna speak perfect fucking Japanese, and they're gonna be like, Nihongo Jozu. And I'll be like, yeah, fuck yeah. Woo!
So 3:20, 9:35, and 9:16 or 7 or 8:16 or 7.
You sound like me when I was doing Bloodborne.
Wait a second. I'm so confused right now.
Yeah, I don't understand this puzzle.
I don't either, because all the clocks are different now. Luckily, I have a walkthrough in front of me.
They said something about, like, you have to match the clock.
Check all the cool clocks in the house for the face of the match. When the clock room puzzle is successfully solved, the hands of the clocks will spin rapidly. Once only the clock on the door is spinning. Oh.
You have to take a fucking picture of the goddamn clock.
It seems like he never finished this one.
I mean, I feel like it should have been more implicit.
Honestly, I feel like I should have known.
Yeah, but I mean, it wasn't really screaming at you.
Two-proof clock.
Oh, you gotta put that weight on.
The developed photo gives you the third number for the lock code. That's cool. I don't remember what the first two are.
Oof.
Behind the door, a small unfinished clock is hanging from a hook. Grab this clock for later. As you exit the clock room, Liquid will have his final vision. Okay, cool. You know, I told myself I wasn't going to have a walkthrough this time. Because I had a walkthrough in the last stream. Okay, here's another vision.
I can't take this anymore. I just can't.
Nice.
My whole body is going numb.
Dude, my whole body's going numb too, Luca, but that's because of alcohol, not because of some haunting bitch.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
This must
What
be a
the
combination
fuck is
of
that?
something.
Oh my god, there's so many pill bottles.
Okay, so something left. Give me a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 right. 1, 2, 3, 4 left. 11 left, 7 right. 4 left. 11, 7, 4. Is that the combination for the red safe? 11 left, 7 right, 4 left.
Down in a whole bottle of soju.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that did nothing. Cool. I'm so glad I did that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so what if I add 1 to each? So it's 12, 8, 5. What if I do that, motherfucker? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fuck yeah!
Oh, never mind. You got it.
There's a key that says Johnny, but I don't have any fucking room in my inventory, so I gotta go to another safe and drop something off over there.
Inventory?
I do. I have 8 slots, and they're all filled up.
It's so dumb. So stupid.
I'm so glad that I'm so smart while drunk.
Right? Dude, playing video games when you're drunk is like a superpower.
Well, like I said, I'm not gonna say what game it is, but what I said to you before I started streaming was, I kind of want to play the next game drunk, but I also kind of don't. I'm unsure about it.
Oh, dude, yeah. You should.
But next weekend is no longer spooky season, so it's a new game, which is why I'm finishing. I didn't explain that. I didn't explain that at all. I'll put the hammer in there. It's the last weekend of spooky season, so I'm trying to finish this game no matter how long it takes. How long has it been? Out of curiosity. It's been an hour and a half. Hour 40 minutes, just about. But so...
Great, now. Oh, there we go.
I want to finish this game no matter how long it takes. And I also want to finish Soma tomorrow, no matter how long it takes, since it's the last weekend of spooky season. And then next weekend, since I finished, I believe The Gap was the last streaming series that I had,
Right.
I'll have a new game. And I'm very excited. It's great. There was a little tease for it on the Blarp Gaming Instagram. On the story, so it's already gone by now. But
Right.
I'm so excited. I'm more excited than I probably should be, because I love this franchise so much.
Soma?
No, next
What are you
week.
playing right now?
This used to
Next
be
week.
his room.
Right,
What
right.
happened
In
to
order
him?
to save
Well, I
the
was-
bird, the rabbit jumped into the air, leaving all of her friends behind. The snake below the rat remained, while the shark in the depths is plan designed. The fuck does that mean?
Wait, could you, oh, never mind.
Okay.
I was going to ask if, oh, that's where the weight comes in, right?
Maybe.
That concrete block that you have?
Wait. Okay. So you okay. Let me read this again, because I don't remember a single thing I said. In order to save the bird, the rabbit jumped into the air, leaving all her friends behind. The snake below the rat remained, while the shark in the depths this plan designed. Okay. So you're the snake below the rat. So give me you. So the snake did that. And the shark was in the depths, so that would mean the lowest.
Alright.
The rabbit jumped into the air, leaving all her friends behind. The snake below the rat remained, while the shark in the depths was planned design. So do I need another concrete block from somewhere? Can I put the clock on here? I put the clock on there. Oh! Hello. Okay. So, I believe the snake is below the rat. So, give him the medium block.
Yep, and the rabbit took flight.
So don't do anything to the rabbit.
Yeah.
And then the rat, give the small block. Yes? Okay. Nothing happened.
I don't know if I'm reading into it too much, but maybe give the rabbit time, because time flies.
Ooh. Something happened.
Hey!
What if I take a picture? Oh! Look at you, Zane!
Hey, listen, I'm here for a reason. Alright, I don't know what that
What are
reason
you?
is.
So this
Loonies!
everyone was talking about?
I still don't understand the meaning behind that name.
Oh,
it's
it's the book. A long, long time ago, there was a creature whose name was unknown.
It just looks like rip-off salad fingers. I'm not happy about this.
It had always lived alone and was often seen on its own. One freezing, frosty night, it begun to feel... Is begun the right word for that in that context? I don't know the difference between begun and began. But
begun is past tense. Began is also past tense, but... Or no. Begun is present tense. Began is past tense.
No. They're both past tense, but begun is, I believe, specifically with it had before it.
Yes. Okay, yes.
So I believe that should be it began.
Yeah, it began
to feel so very somber that it fell into a 2 days slumber.
Golly. What's your secret, man? Because I need that shit.
I love also, I just realized this, I love how the subtitles on the bottom say the same thing that the book says, but in a much smaller text.
How ironic.
By the third day, it woke up in blackness with an illness so serious that both its eyes had vanished in the darkness.
Jesus Christ.
The creature creeped out of the bed and started crawling, looking for the eyes it knew for sure were rolling. It slithered and rolled so its knees turned blue and sore, since its eyes popped and tumbled, both of them as dust crumbled.
This is a children's book?
Yeah, supposedly.
What the fuck?
It is to this day that it does not have a clue, but that is no excuse to end the pursuit.
I think it is.
Now beware those fleeting eyes and make sure to turn on the lights, for your own sight is at stake if you cannot escape. He's afraid of the light. Use something bright for your protection. I'm pretty sure the lights just turned off while I was reading that.
Jesus.
Oh. So,
The room has changed.
do I need the fucking hammer again? I swear to God. Crowbar. Fuck.
Oh, you get to be Gordon Freeman again.
I need the fucking hammer again. Where's my safe?
Possibly in there.
I know
Hi,
this is
my name is
impossible,
Johnny.
But I think Dad wrote this.
Johnny Two Toes?
Okay, here's the thing. So Luca just saw that note and said, I know this is impossible, right?
Yes.
Earlier in this game, I was in a church, literally time traveling.
Yes.
But he says that it's impossible that his dad wrote that note.
Yes.
Oh, God. Okay. So I need something in my inventory that I don't currently have. All the doors are locked.
Right.
And I don't know a way to go back.
IDK ways to go back. Oh my gosh, it's a planet.
Oh, please. Okay, I took a picture of that and something shook, so that's good. Oh, hello, door that is now open. Also, hi, Penelope.
Hi, Penelope. I can't say anything, so I'm just going to keep it as vague as possible. It looks good.
Thank you.
You'll know what I'm talking about. It looks really good. I'm very excited.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't want to sleep alone. Blue Knees is always turning the lights off.
That's what they called me back at the whorehouse.
Okay, so I needed the hammer. That's what I needed. I assume.
Do you need an MC hammer?
Oh, I can't touch that. I'm so glad that tickled you so much.
The house feels like a maze.
Oh my
I'm
gosh,
sure
dude, you know what
this
this
is
game
what Trevor was
reminds me
referring
of?
to in the
Visage.
diary.
What did you say?
Visage? You ever heard of the game Visage?
I have played some of it, actually. I don't think I ever beat it, but I played a good portion of it.
Ooh, oh, I have a question for you. I
Okay.
have a question for you. Would you want to join me for the last day of spooky season for the Silent Hill 2 stream?
I was thinking about that, but I have a thing planned for Thursday for Halloween. Because I was like, that would be so great. It's the last day of spooky season and it's Halloween.
Right. I mean, depending on, it doesn't. Jesus Christ, what just happened?
My inventory's at 6 now instead of 7 or 8. That's nice.
Nice.
Like,
Yeah.
in general, yes, but I do have plans,
Ooh.
so that sucks.
I mean, it's fine.
Because
You can always watch it.
Shades of Orange in South Bend is putting on a haunted house version of Macbeth.
Ooh.
And the only day that they had tickets available for was Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
So my friend Wyatt and I bought our tickets for that.
Nice. I haven't bought them at
A blue collectible. Blue Knees says, have pretty eyes.
Blue Knees says you have pretty feet and needs more feet pics.
Not for free.
Blue
You-
Knees
you
says
get my-
start an OnlyFans for feet pics.
You get my toe.
You get my toe. Nothing.
Where
Bitch.
do I go? I'm rhyming now, in case you didn't know.
Where did it come from? Where did it go, Cotton Eye Joe? Oh, okay.
I'm out of rhymes. Where the fuck am I supposed to go?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Oh, hey, another blue thing.
Blues Clues, Blues Clues.
Oh, dude, fucking love Blue's Clues, man. Did I ever tell you about when I met Steve?
Yeah, I remember you brought him up briefly in conversation. And I
Yeah.
saw pictures you had showed us pictures, and I was like,
That's where I just was.
talk about, like, the biggest glow-up of, like, literally any person in the entire world.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit.
Like,
Like, that guy-
he came back from, like, nowhere, and the entire internet was like, I love you.
Yes, dude. Like, freaking... It's like if Tom Kenny going to a fucking SpongeBob themed rave. Like, it's so cool to see him still invested in Blues.
Yes, honestly.
Like, it's great. I love it.
But even beyond that, his big thing is in his words, everybody knows what I've done. I was Steve on Blue's Clues. I want to know what you have been up to. And so, like, every fan he meets, he asks, like, what have you been doing? What have you been up to?
Dude, oh my gosh. Where do I start, Steve? Do you have 24 hours?
Right. So I got to meet him. Oh, I don't need the hammer. Okay, interesting. And I told him, because it's a big thing in Blue's Clues, for those who don't know, at least when Steve was the main guy, a big thing that he would say, I believe, every episode was, you can do anything that you want to do. Because it was like every time he got in the thinking chair, he said he wanted to take Blue's Clues and think. And then if you use your mind, take a step at a time, then you can do anything that you want to do. And so I got to meet him, and I told him I've taken a step at a time, and now I'm doing what I want to do. I might cry. Because I've gotten so many acting opportunities just since then. Like, my acting career has been crazy recently.
Yes.
But just the fact that I was able to act at all, I was like, I'm doing what I want to do. And I told him that. Oh, I don't like that song. Yeah.
I just got that.
Yeah. I wonder if it's like PT, where his like model is just always behind me. But I got to meet Steve, and I told him that I was taking a step at a time, and I was now doing what I wanted to do. And he asked me, what is it that you want to do? And I told him that I was acting. And I told him about Sebastian's dinner party. After the heist hadn't even been written yet at this point.
Yeah.
And told him that I was like doing some plays and stuff. And I asked for a picture with him, got a picture. And like right before I was about to take the picture, my dad called me, because my dad was at the convention with me.
Right.
And I like declined it so fast. I was like, I'm meeting Steve. Shut the fuck up right now. And apparently he was calling me because he was like, hey, do you want to come with me to meet Steve? And so he went to meet Steve, and I was just kind of like in line. Not in line, but like right next to the line. So I got to hear his conversation with Steve, and my dad told Steve like who his son was, and he went, oh, the actor. Yeah, he's kicking ass. And I almost cried right then and there, because Blue's Clues was my shit when I was a kid.
Oh, dude, Blue's Clues was, it was amazing. I was like seeing that cute little blue dog going around and just searching clues.
Blue Skidoo, we can too.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, when I was a kid, I thought he said Blue can do, we can too.
Right.
Every time they would like go into a picture or whatever.
Right.
He was at a convention recently, and I just saw this TikTok yesterday. And he explained it's like a spell. Blue has to jump into the picture first, and then he says, Blue skidoo, we can too. Not Blue can do, Blue skidoo. We can too. And then that's what lets us go into the picture. I have a new friend. His name is Blue Knees. That's great.
It's like your kid comes home and was like, Dad, Mom, I made a friend today. His name is Blue Knees.
That's great, son.
Yeah, I would just be like, son, you ever heard of moving really quickly? That's what we're gonna do.
I said earlier in this playthrough, I hope I never have a house that has an attic.
Oh man, I'd kill for an attic.
And if I do have an attic, I hope I never have to go in it.
It'd be funny if it was like you'd go up there and instead of like I'm going to kill your whole family in 7 days, it would just be like you walk up there and then the ghost is just like, get your clothes off.
If that was the case, I would think it's the ghost of my friend Ken. Because he's a theater friend of mine, so every time he sees me, because most plays and movies, because of fucking Steven, most plays and movies that I've been in, I take my shirt off. And yes, that has translated to plays, even though Steven did it in a movie.
Yep, I remember he physically pulled me aside and was like, I need to tell you something. It wasn't in the script, but I got the director to do it anyway.
For Outsiders, yeah.
Outsiders, yeah.
I just got a trophy called Grandma Was Right. I think I fucked up.
Oh no. But yeah, he was like, I just want you to know, I persuaded the director of Darren's play to have him take his shirt off during a scene.
You know, and that's real. Because I was in The Outsiders, and I told Steven that, and he was like, oh, I fucking love The Outsiders. Let's watch it together. So we watched it, and I played Dallas Winston. And if you've watched the movie of The Outsiders...
Jesus Christ.
If you watch the movie The Outsiders, Dallas is shirtless for, like, at least 3/4 of his scenes. And so Steven, who was the director of Sebastian's Dinner Party, and more recently, After the Heist, writer and director. And so for Sebastian's Dinner Party, spoiler alert, it opens on me shirtless. And that was my first shirtless scene ever of anything. So he asked, hey, Dallas is shirtless in most of his scenes. Are you going to be shirtless in the play? Because if not, I'm going to be in the front row yelling, take your shirt off! And I relayed this conversation to one of my castmates, and the director just overheard it and went, do we need to change it? We can find a place to change it.
Jesus Christ.
And I was like, I mean, I'm comfortable with it. If you don't want to, if you like don't feel like you need to at all. And she was like, no, we can find a place.
We can find a spot where you can be shirtless. Nipples and all.
So for those who know The Outsiders, in the drive-in scene when Dallas Ponyboy and Johnny first meet Cherry,
Yes.
in the script for the play, the stage direction was, after she like throws a cup of Coke in his face,
Yes.
Dallas starts to put his arm around Cherry, and then that's when Johnny comes up and is like, leave her alone, Dallas, and then they have a little argument. Instead, what we did was Cherry splashes Dallas with Coke, which on stage it was just water. Dallas looks at his now wet shirt, takes it off, grabs Cherry by the waist, and pulls her right into him while saying his line of, fiery, huh? That's just the way I like 'em. Drastic change, dude. And then Johnny and I have our little argument. And like in that argument, I like step up on the chairs, which was just benches, thankfully. But I stand up on where everybody was sitting down and I get right in his face, and I was like, Jesus Christ, this is a very different scene. And then since then, counting the one that I'm currently in, spoiler alert, there have been 2 plays where I'm not shirtless.
I mean, maybe not for the people that are into it.
In this section, you find yourself transported back in time to the childhood of Luca's father. This version of the house has been turned topsy-turvy, and the creature Bloonies haunts the twisted halls. In order to escape Bloonies and obtain the 4th and final number of the lock code solution for the lock in the ritual room, you must find both of Bloonies' eyes before he finds you first. The vision which visits Luca as you exit the clock, yes, materializes itself as a drawing of 3 curved arrows with notches. Yeah, I did that. Return to Grimm's office to check the red safe. Figure out the combination, set the drawing, and pay attention not only to which direction the arrow pointing. Okay, I did that. Once correct, on top of all the stacks of cash you could find the key to Johnny's room. I did that. How to solve the bird puzzle? What the fuck is the bird puzzle?
Right? Bird puzzle.
The inside of Johnny's room is unusual. There are 5 winches hanging from the rafters. There are? What are winches and what are the rafters? Now that I'm thinking about it, what the fuck does any of that mean?
Winch is just a thing that pulls something up.
Yeah,
The rafter is like a support beam, I think.
4 of them have symbols on the Oh, that's way back when. Shut the fuck up, loonies. On a chalkboard. Right.
And he's like, oh.
This is. I'm past that. I'm past all that. Because that's the puzzle with the concrete blocks that we did.
Yes.
This is Blooney's book mentioned by Luca's grandmother, Elizabeth. The book tells the dark story of a creature who lost both its eyes. It's looking for its missing eyes for so long that its knees turned blue, but it could never find them. The final page warns you that he's afraid of the light. Use something bright for protection. Having finished the book, when you put it down, you will find yourself transported to the past. You now stand in the room of Johnny's childhood. In the center of the room, the tiles have been pulled away to reveal a hole in the floorboard surrounded by lit candles and instant photos. The hole can be interacted with, but none of the objects you have currently can be placed here. God damn it. Oh, okay. Never mind. Does that say come? That kind of says come.
Come as you are.
Okay. Take a photo of the hole to reveal a version in the developed photo that is teeming with eyeballs. I don't see any eyeballs.
Come.
I don't see any eyeballs.
I don't see any poopy-faced tomato noses coming around this house.
I don't see any eyeballs. Anyway. At this point, the bedroom door... Oh, I did that earlier. Okay. I just didn't look at the picture. As you walk outside Johnny's room, Bloonies himself appears in the doorway to the right. From this moment forward, the chase is on. And then there's the blue collectibles. I don't think we care about those. The key to escaping the section is to find both of Blooney's eyes and drop them in the hole in Johnny's room, without being caught by Bloonies. This new version of Grandpa's house has a completely different layout, though all of the rooms should feel familiar. In some of these rooms, you will find gramophones. Interacting with any of the gramophones places you in a forced POV while you play the record. The song which plays is the Bloonies song, the same one Elizabeth sang in the Do Not Listen cassette. You must hold the interact button on the gramophone until the song concludes, at which point an eyeball will pop out of the sound horn. Are you kidding me? Have I been doing this shit the whole time and I just didn't notice a fucking eyeball pop out of the gramophone?
I mean, I didn't see anything pop out of the gramophone.
Yeah, I don't see an eyeball. What if I just hold it? If the eyeball inside the sound horn has no pupil, it's the wrong eyeball. Okay. Any gramophone you find until you successfully collect 2 eyeballs. They must be placed in the hole. So I guess I just maybe haven't been playing the song long enough. Like maybe it automatically stops. Oh, yep, there, it stopped. And I heard a little plop. Okay, well, that doesn't seem to have a pupil. So it's wrong. I can't interact with it anyway. Is there a gramophone in here? No, there is not. Oh, yes, there is. Yes, there is. It's over here.
Nice.
Thank you. Ah, there's a shakiness. Why is there a shakiness? My buddies! Looking for eyes, man!
Maybe you have poop.
Maybe he had to poop. I kind of have to pee again.
Nice.
Maybe it has to do with the fact that I was standing in here for so fucking long. I have 2 empty thoughts. I have 2 empty slots.
Is Dare Bear taking a page out of Zader Daner's book?
What is that?
Playing a long ass stream?
Yeah, dude, like I said, I don't care how long this takes. It's the end of October. I gotta finish this game.
Why is this happening?
I'll have to check. Speaking of, I don't remember. You might have the record now for the longest stream on Blarp Gaming.
Yeah, dude, I don't know what it is about it, but I don't know if it was the fact that I'm playing a game franchise that I've enjoyed for so long, or the fact that it was such a long stream, but I don't know. I had a blast. You know?
Yeah, that's cool.
Playing that game. It's just doing it that long. I don't know. Maybe it's because I like long form video content, and I like to give enough time for people to, you know, see what's going on. I enjoyed it so much. I had such a blast.
Yeah. Oh, there's no gramophone in there. Ah, here's a gramophone. No pupil. I feel like there's not many gramophones left, I assume. But just... Oh, hello, gramophone! Yeah, we've heard this song a few times now. At least twice. There's no pupil! And it won't even let me pick up the ones that don't have a pupil, so that's interesting to me. And then, I haven't played you all the way. Oh yeah, because I died when I was trying to play you.
Yes.
I think I'm about to again, too. Son of a bitch.
I saw the fully finished clicker face mask that Zia did.
Oh, yeah.
Holy shit, that was delicious.
Oh, yeah. And he can actually see out of it now, as far as I know.
Really?
Yeah. I think he said that he and our friend Allison drilled holes into it.
Nice. Yeah, dude. That shit's great.
Don't fucking kill me this time.
I'm thinking next year, I kind of want to do more sketches. Whether they're like comedy or like horror or whatever.
I'd be down for that.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, it's been a while since we touched the Darren and Zane channel.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Yeah, dude.
And we had a comedy horror skit in mind.
Yes, we did. Which I kind of felt bad about, because that whole thing that you were in, the whole story behind it, I thought was so cool. But
yeah.
It just, I looked at it and I was like, this guy's no fucking clue what he's doing. Oh, and I fall. Yeah, because I have an idea in mind. It would probably require like 1, maybe 2 days of shooting. Yeah.
Yeah, I liked our demon skit idea, honestly. And
Yes.
especially
Oh my god.
especially the fact that we would do two of them of both gender, both binary genders.
Yes, yes.
Like, I really liked the fact that it would be both sides.
Yes.
I don't remember where I'm supposed to go. I think this way. Aha, here we are. Hubba-dubba-ba. Use that. There's one eyeball. And use that. There's the other eyeball.
So Grandma
I
wasn't
found
sick
it, guys. So Grandma was not sick at all. This thing is what really killed her. Yeah, we knew that. That's not a twist.
No, it's not a twist. We fucking figured that out.
Oh God.
You know why? Because we're fucking legends. We're goddamn legends. Good. Rice and peasy. I'm like more coordinated when I'm drunk. I mean, any
Oh Jesus Christ!
I'm currently going to the restroom. I can't see what you're doing, but I can only hope that it's something hilarious.
It's just a jump scare. Okay. Okay, I'm back in the present. With the cement blocks.
That's always good. Cement blocks are good.
But I'm limping.
My first sculpting table was on.
Oh, I'm limping real hard and I cannot use the camera right now.
Oh. Whoa.
I was gonna say something, but it's gone now. That was a whole 2 seconds ago, man. I can't remember shit. What were we talking about? Oh, the demon skit that we
Yeah,
had.
the sketches were pretty good. I'd love to get back into doing sketches.
Honestly, like I would be down to do both of those again.
Yes.
Both of the demon sketches.
So much fun. Yeah. Well, you know, you have connections with people that are in the place that you're in. You form a connection with them. So I feel like it'd be like such a great mixture of both those actors.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah.
I feel like it'd be just glassy glass.
You're pooping?
Yeah.
Dude, this is a very
Feels so good.
linear
We're wrong here
moment.
at Blarp Gaming. We're Blarp Gaming in this wrong.
What's happening, gamers? Welcome to Poop Gaming, where we play games while we poop.
What's happening, gamers? Welcome back. Hello, everybody. My name is Mark Plant. Welcome to Let's Play Clark Gaming 2. Whoa!
Okay, yeah, I have to come in here. I don't remember what any of the numbers are.
Oh, God. Oh, God. What are you trying to look for again? It's a combination of safe, right?
It's a combination of 4 numbers.
Oh, fuck.
Some of them are in pictures.
What the hell?
Okay, so one of
Like,
them
I
is a
can't do
1.
it. You want to have a complex puzzle. But why does it have to be so complex?
Okay, so the last 2 are 6, 1.
Oh, I'm pooping. I'm fucking shitting.
Okay, I think all of them are in the pictures.
Right.
Because I have 3 of them out of 4.
Right.
It really sounds like Luca is kind of shitting right now.
Oh.
Not
my
gonna
God.
lie.
I think I just hit my pants. I just saw blue knees. Oh.
And where's the...
Poop is green.
Nice. It's not, but... Okay, 5, 7, 6, 1.
To be honest, I completely forgot we were live.
Okay, there's 0.
I can't wait to do another shot. Chronicles. That was so much fun.
7, 6, 1.
Just being able to do that. Like, Steven was so gung-ho as soon as he heard us bring up, like, the chance of bringing alcohol into the mix. He was just like, oh yeah, could I, make a recommendation? Or would you guys be okay if I chose it? Would you guys be okay if I chose it? And I was just like, yes, Steven, you can choose. You can choose which one I take. He was like, oh, great. Well, while I have you here, how about this Happy Williams 100 proof? Fucking annihilated. And then first ever Rockdale plays in Blarp Gaming history. And I just... the whole time, I'm just like... Wash your hands, wash your
Oh,
hands.
I put the camera on there.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of these hipster kids with their Polaroid cameras. Don't they know that digital cameras exist?
I got a trophy called The Nightmare Is Over.
Aw, man.
And a trophy called 666.
Oh, so edgy.
I almost called this something along the lines of The Nightmare Is Over, too. That would have been funny. If I named it the name of the last trophy, just by accident.
Yeah, but maybe we would have had the comedic relief of take a picture of the last one.
Yeah. Although, it still would have been funny if I just accidentally did that.
Oh,
Yeah, this is pretty dark.
wow.
Hello, Bloonies. Or are you Madison?
Oh, yes, I'm going to take a wager instead of very the same person.
Oh. I am excited to see the full conclusion of this, though.
Right.
Because I also can't tell if killing himself is the end of the ritual, or if it's supposed to prevent the rest of the ritual. The body swapping ritual. Because it feels like obviously he's dead now, so his body can't be switched. Oh, I can still take pictures though, apparently. Even when the camera's over there. Unless I just press the button at just the right time. Which is also possible. Because I pressed a button and then the camera flashed and then the room shook a little bit.
I don't know. Endings like this just peeve me. I don't know why.
Endings of death.
Yeah, well, just stuff like this. Like, as soon as I saw, I'm not trying to sound like, ooh, I do no wrong. It's just like, as soon as I saw, when you looked into that mirror and you saw a chair and a noose, I was like, yeah, that's how it's going to end.
Well, we've seen the chair and noose from the very beginning, and it was obvious this is going to be either later or at the end.
I don't know. I'm not a huge fan. I feel like there's not enough closure to the whole
Yeah, that's how I'm feeling right now, because the credits are rolling.
Yeah. Mad Ison isn't just you are I, an individual who's what do these games do better?
The fact that you called it Mad Eye Son, just like, I don't know if it's just the drunkenness, but it like unlocked something in my brain of like, holy shit, I am the son of John, and I am mad. Like, going mad.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just, does it sound too harsh for me to say it? That's kind of a cop-out.
I mean, it is kind of cop-out, but I also, with the context, kind of get it.
Right.
But I was expecting something different.
Right.
Because, again, in the beginning, the very beginning of the game is the dad wanting to kill you.
Right.
And so, like, yes, some of the game is figuring out why he wants to kill you. But once you figure that out, I assumed the rest of the game was going to be getting rid of the demon.
Right.
And now I'm back at the main menu. That was a very quick credits sequence.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't feel satisfied. I gotta be honest with you.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like, I've grown like a tolerance for certain endings in games. And
Well, because that's the thing. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm totally fine with an ending where the protagonist just dies.
right. Yeah.
But all of this build-up felt like it was building to something more.
Yeah. Exactly. Like, do we know why his father tried to kill him?
His father tried to kill him because he was getting possessed by Madison.
And who's Madison?
Madison is some like black magic dealing serial killer who is now dead, was, I believe, killed by the police and was trying to take over your body in the afterlife.
How does that connect to Bloonies?
Grandma bought a camera that was owned by Madison Hale. And
Okay.
also bought the book Bloonies, which turned out to be real.
Okay. So it seemed like there was two storylines that were, in my opinion, kind of getting muddied.
A little bit.
As far as the game goes for the genre that it's in, I'd give it probably a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, I was thinking 7 or 8. It had some really good scares in it.
Right.
Like, I think I definitely said this earlier today when I was meeting up with another friend of mine, but I feel like I might have said it to you too, and I think I've said it on stream even. This game definitely scared me more than most horror games have. Just because, like, the environment, and as you've seen later on, the jump scares became a little more predictable.
Yeah.
And more just, I was annoyed by it more than I was actually scared by it.
Yeah. And I think that definitely, that I feel bad for a development team that sets out to make a game that is trying to be scary, but they add in a bunch of jump scares. Whether it's their fault or not.
But I will say, the environment itself was still very creepy, and I didn't know what to expect at most times.
Here's here's my take. All right. I don't know if Big Brother's listening, but I hope they are. What I want in a horror game, and I'm not trying to sound cavalier when I say this, I'm being very truthful. Not many horror games scare me in the way that it's supposed to be effective. Alright? I want a game that is stressful.
Well, and that's the thing too, like, the moments in this game that were stressful felt more annoyingly stressful than, like, scary stressful.
Yeah. I want a game that's scary in a stressful sense, not because of puzzles, or because you have to constantly backtrack in order to improve the story.
Right.
Stressful as in, let's say you're going down a dark corridor.
Which, real quick, I will say, in terms of backtracking, I am very glad that every number for that last combination was in pictures.
Yes.
Because, like I said, I did not remember what the first two were supposed to be.
Yeah.
And then I got the third one, and I was like, okay, I know that one is in a picture, so at least I can go back to that.
Right. Yeah, for sure. I want a game to be stressful in a scary sense. Like, stressful as in, I don't want to go down a certain path because of what might be there. Like, I'm a huge fan of lingering horror. And
we've talked about this before. That's one of the things I loved about my first playthrough of Resident Evil 7, is they built that environment to be very creepy and very suspenseful.
Yep.
And so, like, the first time you see them molded, on their own, they're really not that scary looking.
No.
But the first time you come across them, you're terrified because they just, like, come around a corner or something.
Yeah.
And you don't know what the fuck they are. You don't know how much damage they take.
Yeah. I agree 100%.
And that's something that I really hope comes back in 9. Because, again, I'm pretty sure you and I have already talked about it, but 9 has the same director as 7. So I'm really hoping that also translates into scares.
Yes.
Because this jump scares do get me, don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But there was a time where even I was like, these are just cheap jump scares.
Yep.
And you even saw it in this exact stream. I called one of the jump scares. I was like, oh, I feel like it's been a while since we've had a jump scare. Oh, yep, there it is.
Yep. I feel like they definitely have their moments, but when you constantly hit the spam button on jump scares to get a cheap reaction, it just kind of loses all authenticity, and it definitely kind of for me at least, it pulls me out of the immersion.
That's kind of how I felt, honestly, in a few parts of this game.
Right.
Like, don't get me wrong. This is a good game. It's got some good puzzles. I think some of the puzzles are a little tricky just because you either need to be paying super attention, or the other option of explanation is just that it's just a smidge too far detached.
Yes. Yep.
And, like, I literally had to look up a walkthrough for some of these because I was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing. And I don't want a game to baby me, but at the same time, I don't think I would have guessed, oh, I have to put this clock with the other clocks that are the same time around it.
Yeah, there has to be some form of linear...
Because I did not notice until after I read it in the walkthrough that different sections of that clock room, again, just to use one example, were, like, I didn't recognize that those clocks were the same, but then in the same room, other clocks were the same of themselves, but separate.
Yes. there has to be some linear path that you have to take.
Right.
A great
Like at the end there, every door was closing. Every open door was closing as I was passing it. So I was like, okay, I know where I need to go. I need to just go to the open path. And it doesn't have to be that spoon-fed even, but that was nice after a hard puzzle to just be like, okay, this is where I need to go because this is the only way that's open to me.
Yes.
And the riddle, the squirrel and the rat and the rabbit and the shark riddle, or the snake, rabbit, shark, something else riddle. I loved that because I read that and right away I already had the one concrete block, and I was like, okay, so I put this to lower that. Okay, the bunny goes up the most. The snake, the shark is in the depths, so that has to go down the most. The snake is below the rat. And then you said the thing about time flies, and I was like, oh, that's actually really clever.
Yeah.
Because the fact that I was able to put the clock on 1 would have made me think about that later.
Right.
But the fact that the rabbit was above everything else, I was just like, well, it has to be up the most, so maybe if I just don't put anything there.
Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah.
It's definitely, don't get me wrong, it's definitely a fun experience, this game.
Yes.
But you can
every time
tell...
I've seen you stream, it's been nothing short of an entertaining adventure.
Yeah, and like, I've been genuinely excited every week for this stream.
Right.
Like, I enjoyed the story of Soma, but I've also been enjoying the environment and the kind of lore that goes into Madison as well. Like, Soma...
Yeah.
I don't fully understand Soma still.
Right. Right.
I understand the stuff that's a little more spoon-fed, honestly,
Right.
in terms of story.
Right. Well, I mean...
And that just feels a little more like a game that I'm getting through. Whereas this was puzzle after puzzle after puzzle. And I felt like I was doing something. Whereas Soma, it kind of feels more like I'm just kind of walking through it. And there are some puzzles in Soma, don't get me wrong. But a couple of them felt like less of a puzzle and more of just find the right place to walk to.
Right. Right. Yeah. It sounds kind of hacky, but I think a great example would be for everybody to look at one of Markiplier's older videos. I think it's a game. It's a flash horror game called Scary Stories. Basically, he just goes through a whole thing of like, keep horror the way you'd like it, but also keep it very grounded and very linear. Keep it on a very linear course, because...
Well, and that's the thing, too. I don't know if I've ever said this on this channel, actually, but I had a horror sketch in mind back when I was still living at my mom's house of a man... It was going to be in the style, and it probably would have been on the Darren and Zane channel. It would have been in the style of, like, the OG Resident Evil or some other, like, PS1, PS2 genre, era horror game with the fixed camera angles.
Yes.
And it was this dude waking up after a night of partying, and he was gonna. It was gonna be you have at least an idea of the layout of my mom's house.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to wake up in the kitchen and be like, oh man, I got so drunk last night, I don't remember where I am, kind of thing. Except all of the dialogue would have been voiceover.
Yes.
And my mouth wouldn't move at all, because again, I wanted it to be kind of in that style of like an older gen horror game, where...
Yes, because I remember when we were at the Alpha House on Cross Street, you and I had very similar ideas.
Yeah, because you had the Resident Evil idea, too, of the, like, the text coming up instead of talking.
Mm-hmm.
But this was a voiceover. My mouth wouldn't move at all.
Mm-hmm.
And the dialogue, quote unquote, would basically be like, oh, where am I? I should get home. And the kitchen is directly connected to the side door of the house, for those who obviously don't know the layout of my mom's house. At least I hope you don't know.
I've been taking pictures ever since.
So I would wake up on the floor of the kitchen and go outside the side door, but then it would cut to me in the main hallway where the front door opens up into, and it would have me coming into the front door, and I would just kind of be like, what the hell? Like, it's now... we have now established this is a looping house.
Mm-hmm.
And then in that hallway, there's a flashlight in the middle of the hallway. I pick up the flashlight, and as I do, the power goes out.
Right.
So then, anything the audience sees is whatever I am pointing the flashlight at. And that was my goal, was how do I get the audience to see what I want them to see with a fixed camera angle? And I was like, oh, if I get a flashlight and the power goes out, then all they can see is whatever I'm pointing the flashlight at.
Right.
And I would, like, walk around the house. There was one time I flashed the flashlight from the living room across that same hallway, and as I did, something would run across the hall.
Right.
As kind of a jump scare, and then I would go over there, and the camera would cut to the hallway camera angle. Because again, all fixed camera angles, and show that there was nothing in the hallway. And then,
right.
At one point, I would be able to go outside, but just into the backyard, and find a gate that is locked. And I have to find the key to the gate. And then as I'm walking back into the house, the kitchen window leads to the backyard.
Right.
So as I'm walking behind the house back into the house from the back door, you see that the kitchen light is on and there's a silhouette in the kitchen.
Right.
And then as I enter, the back door leads into the dining room, and the dining room connects to the kitchen, so you would still see the light is on for like 2 seconds, and then it would turn off.
Mm-hmm.
And then that leads the protagonist to just kind of be like, what the hell was that? And then go into the kitchen, and there's nothing there.
Yeah.
And then I would go into like the basement, and there would be a note. And the note said something along the lines of like, if you're reading this, I am trapped in this impossibly looping house. I hope I am leaving these notes hoping that I escape and that this helps you escape, basically.
Right. Yeah.
And it would also be voiceover by a friend of mine who's also an actress, and is currently directing some stuff in Maryland, I believe.
Yeah.
And then as you pick up that note, or at least one of the notes, you hear a crash. You go into the basement, the kitchen that leads to the side door. On the side of the side door is the stairs to the basement.
Right.
And so you pick up one of the notes in there, and then you hear this crashing sound, and my character says, that sounds like it came from upstairs. Go back upstairs into the kitchen. All of the drawers and cabinets are open. And one of the drawers is like fully on, like out on the floor. All of the little towels that were in there were spilled. And among the towels, there's a key. And you think, oh, maybe the key goes to the lock at the gate in the backyard. No, it goes into a freezer that was in the basement. So you unlock the freezer with that key, open the freezer, there's a water bottle in there, but in the water bottle shows the key to the fence, to the gate.
Right.
And also, to keep in with the theme of the old like PS1, PS2 horror game style, every time I would pick up an item, it would show up on the screen. But so there's this water bottle in the freezer with a key in it, which means that the key is in ice, which then means I go up into the kitchen and put it in the sink and put hot water on it to make the ice thaw. And as I'm waiting for the ice to thaw, the flashlight starts to flicker. And I like kind of hit it, trying to get it to work. And you see a figure behind me, and the flashlight fully goes out.
Right.
And then that was the end of the skit. And I so wish I could do that. Ever since then, ever since I moved out, I should say. So for the past 3 years, almost 4 now, I've been trying to think of a way to capture that, but in whatever apartment I'm in.
Right.
This now being my 3rd apartment. And just kind of like, I desperately want to have that vibe, because that's such a good vibe, and that was such a good I mapped it out specifically to my mom's house's layout. So if I can just do that, but with something else, like if I could somehow find a way to do that with this layout, that would be amazing. I would love that so much. Because not to suck my own dick, but I loved the path that you had to go on for that skit.
Yeah, of course.
Like, there was a story there, and it felt like an old PS1 game. And in editing, I was going to kind of pixelate it even a little bit.
I mean, that's just kind of the shit that we grew up on. You and I both grew up on that stuff. So.
I will say, I did not really grow up on that. I hated horror in all genres until I accidentally downloaded PT in 2014.
Dude.
Did I ever tell you that? I don't remember if I said it on the channel, but PT was my first horror game.
Yeah.
Like, my first legitimate horror game.
Yeah.
Like, I had played Resident Evil 5 before then, but that was just because it was a zombie shooting game, and I didn't really see it as horror.
Yes.
I played a little bit of 5, I played a little bit of 6. I also didn't pay attention to the story at all, because I was, I don't know, 10, 12,
Right.
around there,
Yeah.
where I just wanted to kill zombies. I didn't give a shit about the story at all. And my stepmom had like owned Resident Evil 5 and 6. And then it wasn't until 7 that I started paying attention to the story.
Yeah.
And then got invested in the lore, started going down YouTube rabbit holes, and now know so much as I know. And now I have a YouTube channel And I very much want to play every Resident Evil game, at least the main timeline
Yes.
games.
Yes.
Like we're doing Zero. I know I, and Bobby have talked about this, but we're doing Zero right now. I want to do that, and then maybe not immediately after, but at some point have you play 1, and then I've already played 2, so sometime after that play 3.
Yes.
The 3 remake, and then sometime, and that's a short one too. That one's real short.
Yes.
And then sometime after that, and I do want to go kind of chronologically, other than 2, because I've already played 2 on the channel. But then sometime after that, play 4 remake.
Oh my god.
Which 4 remake, if I remember correctly, is not as long as the original 4, but it's still a hefty motherfucker.
Yes.
So I feel like that'll be an even longer break between that, and then I want to do 5. And what I would love to do for 6, because 6 has multiplayer and multiple stories.
Yes.
I would love to do like one of the stories with you, one of the stories with Bobby, one of the stories with Wyatt, and just like play one of the stories with a different person each time, but still have the whole experience of 6.
Yes.
And then obviously 7 and 8.
Yeah, because I remember we did 7. We did a little bit of 7.
We did 1 episode of 7, and then the next time we went to play it, we realized that it's a complete fluke that we were able to get a full episode of 7, because we're not supposed to be able to record it just through the PlayStation.
Yeah, which I thought was very weird.
It is weird, but we can get a video capture and figure it out.
Yes, I was also going to say...
Especially if we're going chronologically, we've got plenty of time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't remember what website it is. I have to look at my sources. But there is a website that is selling all 3 of the original Resident Evil games. Can't remember what it's called, but they have Resident Evil 1, 2 with both Leon and Claire's story, and then Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. Like, strictly PS1 graphics.
Right.
I think it goes for, I don't know if it's out yet.
I feel like you might have talked about this during Resident Evil 0, one of our RE0 episodes, actually.
Yes, yeah. If it's out now, it might be like 20-something bucks.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
Yeah, it's fully, we don't need an emulator. We don't need any connections to a PS1. It's there, ready to go. We don't have to go to a third-party source to capture it. It's all on this one website. I think it might be through Capcom, but yeah, they have all the OG Resi games there. Yeah, I'm excited for those playthroughs. Like I said through the stream, Darren showed me a picture via our DMs about Dino Crisis being on the PS5. I'm so excited. I've only played through and beaten the second and third game, as well as the spin-off.
Oh, so you haven't even played the first one?
I played the first one, but I never beat it. And I don't remember why I didn't beat it. I think it was just more of a time-constraint thing.
That's kind of how I am about the PS1 Spider-Man game, which I hope they put on PlayStation Plus. That is the one PlayStation 1 game that I have, prayed to the gods I either find or they put on PlayStation Plus. Because that was my shit when I was younger.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't think I had a memory card, but I remember I got to the last level at one point. or what I assume is the last level, and it was
Yeah.
just too hard for me as a kid. So I never beat it, but I was so close to beating it.
Right. Yeah.
And now some of the cutscenes, the sounds of them have gone viral on TikTok. Because there was somebody who animated one of the cutscenes. I'll have to try to find it and send it to you, but it's amazing. And like I remember the scene in the game, and then seeing how somebody animated it just based off of the sound was like surprisingly accurate. But anyway,
Yeah.
this has been 20 minutes of us talking through the main menu. Thank you everybody so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this almost 3-hour stream where we finally finished Madison. Always remember your future is unwritten, so make it a good one. Bobby would probably say something racist in this moment. If he were here. So instead, I'll just say, "Ha-ha, eat my ass, ha-ha." Because that's usually something he says toward the end. Always remember future written, so make it a good one. And we'll see you next time.
Bye. Bye-bye.
I'll be back here tomorrow morning to finish Soma.
Oh, God. Tomorrow morning?
Yeah, dude.
Oh.
What time is it? It's only 12:30.
That is true. We are youngins, so we can handle it.
Yeah. I'll be here at some point in the morning, probably at like 8 or 9.
Oh. You got more strength than me, brother.
Dude, I'm gonna end this, but I've been waking up at like 6, 7, 8 a.m. because my job requires me to wake up at 5. So yesterday when I didn't work and today when I didn't work, I woke up at like 6. Even though I was up much later than should be fine with 6 a.m. wake up.
Right.
Bye, everybody.